This is Portal 2. One of my viewers, tandilense, requested that I play it because it's its 10th anniversary, apparently.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 50 days. In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the Aperture Science Extended Relaxation Center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor. Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall. Please go stand in front of it.
So one of the things that I really like about Portal 2 is the fact that they basically mastered the sort of like ironic hospitality.
There's a framed painting on
Yes.
the wall.
Okay.
Please
Okay.
go stand in front of it.
Okay. The tone of ironic hospitality, like always trying to help you, but doing it in ways that are absolutely detrimental to your health and well-being. It's a lot of games do it. Portal 2 and
There's
Portal
a
1.
framed painting on the
Yes.
wall. Please go stand in front of it.
Yes, I know. I'm trying to talk to the audience. They do it better than other
This is
games.
art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art. You should now feel mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the required intellectual sustenance, reflect briefly on this classical music. Good. Now please return to your bed.
That's it. But I don't want to. Mama Tinker says, I've never seen this played. How awesome. Yeah, so Portal, like if you want to try this out, I mean, start with Portal 1. You want to understand the background of these characters, because like just your history with one character in particular really informs the experience you have in this game, and how you sort of interpret what's going on. Though this game, I mean, because I played Portal 1 first, I don't know what the experience would be like of just jumping straight into Portal 2. It might be fine, but Portal 1 is so good. I would definitely advise anyone to try it out. I mean, these games are old. They're pretty inexpensive now. It might be worth it just to check it out. They're pretty singular, irreplaceable experiences.
Good morning. You have been in suspension for 9999999. This courtesy call is
Hello?
informed you
Anyone
that
in
all
there?
test subjects should vacate the enrichment
Hello?
center immediately. Any test subject.
Oh, God. You look good. Looking good, actually. Are you okay? Are you... Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it slow.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right? Don't move. I'm going to get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
So, Wheatley is one of the best written and performed characters in all of video games. And just
You all right down there? Can you hear me?
the voice acting,
Hello?
the animation on this robot, the way its body is constructed to make it so expressive.
Most test subjects do experience some cognitive deterioration after a few months in suspension. Now, you've been under for quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage. But don't be alarmed, all right? Although if you do feel alarmed, try to hold on to that feeling, because that is the proper reaction to being told that you've got brain damage. Do you understand what I'm saying at all? Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping. You just jumped, but never mind. Say apple. Apple. Okay, you know what? That's close enough. Just hold tight.
All reactor core safeguards are now non-functional. Please prepare for reactor core meltdown.
So it's going to be hard to talk during this game because it does talk to you almost constantly, except when you're in the middle of a puzzle. But just to call out the programming of this character, he's built, or just the design of him and the building of him, everything, he's designed so that he can face you no matter where you are, but also still use his rotation to express emotions. It's pretty good. Like, somebody put a lot of work into making this character just kind of ridiculous.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty hot water here. doing down there? You still holding on? The reserve power ran out, so of course the whole relaxation centre stops waking up the bloody test subjects. Hold on, this is a bit tricky. And of course, nobody tells me anything. No, why should you tell me anything? Why should I be kept informed? You know, about the life functions of the 10,000 bloody test subjects I'm supposed to be in charge of. Why? It's close. Can you see? Am I gonna make it through? Have I got enough space? Just gotta get through here. Okay, I just gotta concentrate. And whose fault do you think it's gonna be when the management comes down here and finds 10,000 flipping vegetables? Alright, see, no, I hit that one. I hit that one. Okay, listen, we should get our story straight, alright? If anyone asks, and no one's gonna ask, don't worry, but if anyone
Oh.
the last time
So everyone's just reminding me, of course, I have not changed my Twitch information. I tried to do it quietly without pausing the game, but unfortunately all it does is mute the game, which is no fun. So there you go. Got it. Sorry.
everyone looked pretty much alive, alright? Not dead. Okay, almost there. On the other side of that wall is one of the old testing tracks. There's a piece of equipment in there that we're gonna need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready. Good news, that is not a docking station. So there's one mystery solved. I'm going to attempt a manual override on this wall. Could get a bit technical. Hold on.
Manual override.
Almost there. Remember, you're looking for a gun that makes holes. Not bullet holes, but don't worry, you'll figure it out. Seriously, do hold on this time. There we go. Now, I'll be honest, you are probably in no fit state to run this particular type of cognitive gauntlet. But at least you're a good jumper. So you got that good jumping on your side. Just do your best, and I'll meet you up ahead.
I was aware of the fact that this game was funny. I forgot how funny.
Off you go. Good luck.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. We are currently experiencing technical difficulties due to circumstances of potentially apocalyptic significance beyond our control. However, thanks to emergency testing protocols, testing can continue. These pre-recorded messages will provide instructional and motivational support so that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse. The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so I think that the use of portals has become a fairly commonly understood thing now. This was pretty revolutionary when Portal 1 was new, but you can see there's a blue portal right there, an orange portal right there. When I look through the orange portal, I'm seeing out through the blue portal. I'm watching myself. You see, imagine yourself being in that blue portal looking at this room. That's who I am. I'm in the blue portal looking at that room. So this room I just went through. Now I've escaped.
Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. If cube and button-based testing caused this emergency, don't worry. The odds of this happening twice are very slim.
I love that they pre-recorded messages about apocalyptic events.
Please note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it.
Yeah, walking through a field that vaporizes things is always very comforting. Tandilense says, my first time thinking with portals was fun, but at the same time very challenging.
Relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head.
Great. So my kids, so at least the first several levels of Portal are actually pretty accessible. Like my 9-year-old, I guess she's 10 now, but at the age of 9, she was able to sort of handle the first several levels of it, and got pretty far before she started hitting puzzles that were complex enough where she was like, I've got no idea what I'm doing. But even when she was just at the boundary of that, like once I would show her some of the solutions to things, she understood it. Like it's the thing that's cool about this game is not just how crazy some of the concepts that they're throwing at you are, but also how they do such a good job of laying out the levels so that you can understand them. And they do a lot of show don't tell. They don't just tell you how portals work. Like they set you up in situations where you can sort of viscerally understand how they work. Boink. I have made a portal. Okay. And then what about this one? Okay, so I control where the portal is. Can I... So it's been a long time since I played this, so it's not like... I'm not going to remember the solutions to any of these puzzles. That feels like something I stepped through before. So I can't seem to go into any of these places. So it feels like... Wait, where's the... Oh, there's the orange portal behind me. Okay, got it. So I can use the orange portal to come into any of these blue portals. So yes, there's always an orange portal on one end and a blue portal on the other end. So now the orange portal stays still, but I'm moving the blue portal around, which is actually a really common... Once you actually get full control over the portals, that's actually a really common tactic, is to have one portal, you remember where it is, and then have another portal that you're moving around. And this is also sort of ramming through the idea that, the same door can lead to many different places.
Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing, please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt.
Someone pre-recorded all of these messages for this exact eventuality.
If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is incapable of listening to reason.
What the heck? Animal King takeover? So this is one of the turrets from the game, which if you played the original game, you recognize them as being these adorable little sweet characters that are also trying to murder you. This is one of the, their projected scenarios that they think might have happened.
Hey, you made it. There should be a portal device on that podium over there. Oh! Hello? Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive? If that's important, you should have asked that first. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work on the assumption that you're still alive, and I'm just going to wait for you up ahead. I'll wait 1 hour, then I'll come back, and assuming I can locate your dead body, I'll bury you. All right? Brilliant. Go team! See you in an hour, hopefully. If you're not dead.
So somebody has drawn a bunch of graffiti about the first game in here? Got the companion cube. We've got GLaDOS meeting GLaDOS. Who would have drawn all this? So right now I can only make blue portals. So I have to find orange portals that I can use.
Some emergency testing may require prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal military androids have been taught to read and provided with 1 copy of the Laws of Robotics to share.
Not that they've been programmed with the laws of robotics as a fundamental part of their programming. No. There we go. You see what we did there, right? We always have that orange portal over there. So first I came out through it. But then, since I already had it, I made a new portal where in my destination, then went back through it and came out through the new portal.
Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the appropriate grievance filing paperwork.
So yeah, Portal 1 and Portal 2 are both basically master classes in... I mean, they knew from the outset that they were introducing concepts to players that players had never played with in a game before. And that they were going to have to, rather than just say, hey, we've got this great idea, let's put it in a game, and then later on solve the problem of how to teach it to players, they built the entire game around the idea that players were going to have to carefully, slowly, and laboriously learn how to think in this new way.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed. In 3, 2, 1.
The thing is... wait, hold on. I can't think with that music on. So the thing is, every game actually is just as unfamiliar as Portal to a player. They don't really know what to expect. It's not like going to be exactly like the real world. There's always going to be lessons they have to learn. And so really, every game should approach its onboarding the way that the Portal games did. Portal was an interesting case because it was so obviously an unfamiliar idea that it made it really, really clear that you had to build the entire game around teaching. Other games often skip that. They just think about and I feel like, we made this mistake in State of Decay too. They come up with the uber complex game that they want to have, they build it, and then they're like, oh, how are we going to teach players how to do this? And they don't do a good enough job of onboarding people and teaching them step by step how to experience this world, or how to, interact with these mechanics. And so, I mean, Portal is a really, really good example of what to do right. Oh, it was about to end and I paused it for no reason. Okay, so the door is open. Oh, but it closes. But it's open. But it closes. So... Oh! Alright. So, I could jump down there, but I think I could just make a hole under the box, and then it pops out of here. So, this is partly... No, I could have actually just dropped down and made a hole in the wall. I like the fact that it gives me the opportunity to realize that Portal orientation is arbitrary. You can make a hole in a floor and come out a wall, and vice versa. Alright, so I can go up there. Okay, so yeah, I want to go up there, but then make a portal behind the box, grab the box, drop it, and then what happens when okay, so when I plant my feet on both of these, the door opens. Notice there's no dissolution field in here. I can actually make a portal in there. Oh, but I have to do it when I have access to the orange portal. Okay, never mind. So that doesn't actually work. Yeah, if I make the portal while I'm standing there, yeah, that's not going to work. So I either need to find another weight or find some other way to get up here. So that's just backtracking. So other surfaces, including glass surfaces, don't work. Oh, there's one right there. Look at that. And now it's up there. That's fine. I like that you can reach through and grab things on the other sides of portals.
Because this message is pre-recorded, any observations related to your performance are speculation on our part. Please disregard any undeserved compliments.
Sure. So, is this... What? Oh, hi! There's an orange portal up there, and it can see me. Ah! Oh, okay. I've made a ramp. Excellent. Wait, before I go that way, what's up here? Unreason. Okay, not much, but I think we can expect to find just lots of little pieces of visual storytelling. That's another thing that Portal is famous for, is just tons of little pieces of visual storytelling that flesh out the world and give you more to go on than just what you're being told in the dialogue. There's a ton of that in Portal 1, where it's like you would actually be kind of, I don't know, helped along, almost morale-wise, helped along by the fact that you could tell that somebody else had rebelled before you. That there were parts of the world, like most of the world was very clean and sterile in Portal 1. It was while the facility was fully functioning. Not the sort of post-apocalyptic version of the facility you see here. But there were places where the facade had been pried loose, and you could see examples of where somebody else had rebelled, and it gives you sort of the idea that you don't have to do exactly what the test is telling you to do all the time, and that you can try to find a way out to try to subvert the test.
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from space debris does not appear to be a deliberate part of the test.
This voice. So the original game basically had one voice that was talking to you all the time, and you sort of built a relationship with this character. Kind of a sick, messed up relationship, but a relationship all the same. This game has got multiple voices, but each of them has got its own really distinctive character going on. Okay, so I guess I can just pop myself out of that. And okay, so I'm looking for something to weigh this down. Got some water. Water's bad in this game. Alright, what else do I have access to? I've got another wall to make a portal in. So this is up. I can use it as a vantage point. I'd love to have some kind of object. Okay, we got some buttons up there, but I can't get to them yet. Okay, there's a dispenser connected to this switch. Okay. So let's start by making a portal way far away. Making portals way far away is key to Portal. Sometimes you'll want to remember that for the first game. Whoop. Yeah! Oh, okay. So we've got a box dispenser that I can use to raise this. And then what? Okay, so I'll need to get a box up here, but the only box I have is that one. So what does this do? I think I know what this does. And in the water. So what does this one do? Ah! Oh, I've got to catch it. I've got to time it right. Whoa! How often does that happen? Was that special? Or did they build this so that it was actually... It seems like...
The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts.
So did they deliberately build that so that it would be very likely to land up here? Maybe even sometimes land on the button? Or is that just sheer luck that it went so perfectly? That is bizarre. One thing that is really worth noticing about Valve, by the way, is the fact that you can play their games for years, for generations, and they still look gorgeous. I mean, This game is 10 years old. Is there anything wrong with it graphically?
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
But like you can play Half-Life 2. In fact, I should go and play Half-Life 2 again. You can play Half-Life 2 again, and it will just. I mean, yeah, you can tell that things have maybe slightly fewer polygons. There's less shininess on things. You know, there's a lot of like technology that wasn't really being used in real-time games, but they took the tools that they had and made things that were just so artistically well put together that it still looks gorgeous. And they leaned into whatever limitations they had. You know, if you've got some, if you've got like technical limitations that mean that, you know, a sterile environment is probably the easiest one to make, build a sterile environment and make it part of the attitude. You know, make it part of the atmosphere of the game intentionally. Vixen says this game is 10 years old in 7 days. Actually, that's the reason why Tandy suggested that I play it, is because the game is having an anniversary. So. All right. That's cool. Okay, I think I know what this one is teaching us. Yes, right here. So folks are talking a little bit about the sort of the instructional diagrams that the game sometimes uses. And this is just enough to sort of like get your mind going. Now I can't shoot through this, can I? No. All right, so I've got a high-placed portal up there. And a fall. Whee! There we go. And then similarly... Oh. Let's try this. Okay, I don't know. I barely caught that on camera, but I think you get what happened. Mr. Box and I both made it.
Amid the ruins of civilization. Welcome. And remember, testing is the future. And the future starts with you.
Like, we're fine with running these random tests on just random people. One thing that's interesting is they have some... So usually portals just take whatever orientation you happen to have relative to them. But there's some panels that actually deliberately rotate the portals to be in exactly the perfect position. And because of the panel is so small, you kind of accept it. You know, it doesn't feel like it's weird or it's violating the rules of the portals. But they use this so that they know, so that the level designers know that when this portal is here, it will always be in exactly this position. And so they can like line up perfect physics jumps and ballistic arcs and things like that. Okay, so now I can place, instead of placing my entrance portal and then popping out of the destination portal, I'm placing the destination portal and popping it, and... Woo! Okay, that was disorienting. I don't even know what I'm doing exactly. Okay, so there's the dispenser for the boxes. I didn't plan before I did that. I just kind of knew I had to because it's a video game. Looks like I need to fire it through that glass, maybe? It looks like where the portal currently is, if I try to drop this box through the thing, it'll just... Well, I guess I can get it to spill out, but it doesn't do anything. So, what can I do? If I have a portal there, maybe it'll land it over here, where it needs to be? Well, crap. Okay. Nope. Yeah, that was unexciting. Okay, let's try again. There! Okay, I just had to bring it through. Oh, now we've got a... Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. So let's line it up. I want to be leaving from as high a position as possible to make it all the way across that gap. Woohoo!
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing. To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here! Oh, brilliant! You did find a portal gun! Oh, do you know what? It just goes to show, people with brain damage are the real heroes in the end, aren't they, at the end of the day? Brave. Okay, listen, let me lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy. They told me never, never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail or I would die. But we're out of options here, so get ready to catch me, all right, on the off chance that I'm not dead the moment I pop off this thing. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's high. It's too high, isn't it, really, that? All right, going on 3 just gives you too much time to think about it. Let's go on 1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me, catch me! Ow! Ow. I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I can't move then. That's the problem now. Are you still there? Could you pick me up, do you think? If you are there? Oh, brilliant. Thank you. Great. Plug me into that stick on the wall over there, yeah? And I'll show you something. You'll be impressed by this.
What stick on the wall? Oh, here.
Yeah, I can't do it if you're watching. Seriously, I'm not joking. Could you just turn around for a second?
Okay.
All right, you can turn around now.
Okay, just a second. Somebody's pounding on my door. Hold on. It was just my son wanting help with a video game thing. I can grab him between games. So okay, so I looked away. What did he do? Wow!
Panel. Not open while your back was turned. Pick me up, and off we go. Look at this! No rail to tell us where to go. Oh, this is brilliant. We can go wherever we want. Just hold on though. Where are we going? Seriously. Hang on. Let me just get my bearings. Just follow the rail, actually. Oh no. Yes. Hello. No, we're not stopping. Don't make eye contact, whatever you do. No, thanks, we're good. Appreciate it. Keep moving, keep moving.
Okay, so I got a request to raise the dialogue volume slightly. I couldn't tell from my position whether or not it was audible enough. So thanks for calling that out, the tank. Jedi Cytrix wants to know what game is all the rage in my house these days. My kids, they all play different stuff. One of my daughters is super into Minecraft right now, and she's making ridiculous things. She made like a ski chalet palisade in a snowy map the other day that just looked gorgeous, and I was like, where did you learn to do this stuff? She also builds like logic stuff with redstone. My kids often play a lot of Roblox together, which I just stay as far away from as I possibly can. They've also gotten kind of into Castle Crashers again, which is weird because that game is older than most of them.
Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us if she's awake. Okay, I'm gonna lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over. She's off. All fine. On we go.
So, this is where the last game ended.
There she is. What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Like a proper maniac. Do you know who ended up taking her down in the end? You're not going to believe this. A human. I know. I wouldn't have believed it either. Apparently this human escaped and nobody's seen him since. Then there was a sort of long chunk of time where absolutely nothing happened. And then there's us escaping now. So that's pretty much the whole story. Ah! Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. You've applied the grit. We're all fine. That's tremendous.
I love that he assumed that the human was a guy. It was a woman.
I just looked down. I do not recommend it. I've just done it again. This is the main breaker room. Look for a switch that says escape pod. All right, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Obviously you've got to look at everything else to find the escape pod. But as soon as you look at something and it doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next thing, all right? But don't touch anything else or look at anything. Well, look
I can't
at
see anything.
You understand? Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on. Let there be light. That's, God. He's quoting God. Oh, look at that. It's turning. Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving up. Now. Escape pod. It's moving up. Okay. No, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Power up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this. There's a password. Okay, it's fine. I'll just hack it. Not a problem. A. C. Wait, did I do B? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
I don't. Okay, listen. All right, new plan. Act natural. We've done nothing wrong. Hello?
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you're going to regret. But I think we can put our differences behind us. For science, you monster. I will say, though, that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test. I love it too. There's just one small thing we need to take care of first.
It's like Mystery Science Theater.
Here we are, the incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old times.
So yeah.
There it is. Hold on. There. Good. You have a dual portal device. There should be a way back to the testing area up ahead. Once testing starts, I'm required by protocol to keep interaction with you to a minimum. Luckily, we haven't started testing yet. This will be our only chance to talk. Do you know the biggest lesson I learned from what you did? I discovered I have a sort of black box quick save feature. In the event of a catastrophic failure, the last 2 minutes of my life are preserved for analysis. I was able, well, forced really, to relive you killing me again and again, forever. You know, if you'd done that to somebody else, they might devote their existence to exacting revenge. Luckily, I'm a bigger person than that. I'm happy to put this all behind us and get back to work. After all, we've got a lot to do, and only 60 more years to do it. More or less. I don't have the actuarial tables in front of me. But the important thing is you're back. With me. And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take up a hobby. Reanimating the dead, maybe.
All right, so that was chapter 1 of Portal 2. And the thing about Portal 2 is it's got so many fun, surprising things in the storyline. I kind of don't want to play through the entire thing. I mean, if you haven't played Portal 2 yet, I think there's a lot of people who, came up as gamers after Portal kind of, was over. You might not know how good this game is. So I'm going to pause here. You can kind of tell I've just gotten this new Portal device that lets me make, both of the types of portals. And, you can kind of imagine how interesting this gets in the future. But I'm going to leave it here for now. So let's wrap this up. If you want to subscribe to my channel, you can do that with that button here if you're watching later on YouTube. And there'll be some links to other videos over there. And my son needs me to do something. That's the other reason I need to go.